Hey, y'all. Start with you, eh? Down the stretch, it looked like you were really aggressive, game right there, within reach. Can you kind of take me through a little bit of your mindset as you're attacking and kind of what that final look was?
Yeah, definitely could have been more aggressive in actually getting to the rim, and creating contact. Faded away on probably two of the shots. Took a late three, probably didn't need it, put it up anyway. I'm still taking my shot. I'm not saying that I would never take them. I'm definitely taking them. But obviously, I feel like I could have taken more aggressive attacks in that time and place.
Um, Steph, 5 threes, I think season high 19 points. Was this one of the days where the ball was just going in, or was there something specific that you were
Miraculously.
kind of open? Was there something kind of specific happening to get you good looks, and how were you feeling in general?
I was feeling tired, to be honest with you. So it was nice when that first one went in. But honestly, the girls did a really good job of just creating offense, Ariel especially. I mean, she would attack and draw two or three and kick it out from the first pass. So I think they just did a really good job of finding me. And, the coaches are telling me to let it fly because I'm, shooting a decent percentage. So so just
5 for 6 tonight.
letting it fly. Mhm.
Ariel, for you, kind of building off of that, when Steph's hitting shots like that, and when she's doing, I'm sure, all those other leadership things that we don't necessarily see, how much of a lift did she give you tonight?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, Steph is good at what she does. Not to make her blush here, but we are happy that she's here and that she chose to be here. And we want her to be everything that she is for this team. Definitely want her to shoot more. So trying to create more opportunities where she doesn't have to do much as far as going down, setting three different screens, and then coming all the way back up to the top. But she means a lot to this team, and her skill set is what we need to use. We need to play to each other's strengths, and I think we're getting better at doing that.
And for both of you, that first quarter a little bit rough. What did you kind of see in that first quarter, and how did you guys kind of chip away, chip away, chip away?
Uh, well, we all talked about it. I mean, our transition defense wasn't the best in the first quarter. We just have to know. I feel like this got louder. I just feel like we have to know when we take a shot or a turnover, live ball turnovers, we have to get back quickly. And I think that we changed it quickly and we didn't get down on ourselves. And, the second unit came in and they did a great job of stopping that transition and making them take tough shots. I think we got 10 or 11 stops in a row at one point. So that was huge for us. We know our defense can be really good. It's just about stopping the ball early.
Did it feel like it was a quicker adjustment than in the past, or about the same?
I think it was quicker. I mean, it was the first quarter versus the third and the fourth.
No, she meant adjustment to like fixing
Oh.
the problem in the first quarter, I think.
Not quite.
Yeah.
28-19.
No, she's saying after that, fixing that though.
Oh, yeah.
She's silly.
Ariel.
It was quick.
It just seems another game, one possession, going down to the wire. You guys just are close every single
Hard
game.
hitting questions, Tyler.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. Keep going.
Just for tonight, what's different for you guys? Like, it feels like the vibe's different from where you guys were in previous games, where it's just frustration and trying to break things through. But tonight, you guys close, still a loss, but things are different.
I mean, at some point, it was 7 stages of like going through trying to figure out who we are and getting there. Like we know the things that we do well. We know our strengths. We're just going through it, man. Like, I don't know if there's any other way to say it. Like, we don't get an opportunity to hang our heads. We literally leave for another game tomorrow. Like, you don't get to feel sorry for yourselves. Not in anything that you do in life, but definitely not in this league. Because you hang your head, then you get down 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have time for that. So we gonna bounce back. We gonna show up like we always do. We gonna keep fighting. We gonna keep focusing. We gonna stay locked into each other. We gonna keep fighting. My favorite thing about this team is, honestly, this sucks. It just sucks not having a win yet. But there's no finger pointing in the locker room. There's nobody saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have did this. Oh, you should have did that." Like, we're locked into each other. We gonna continue to stay together, and keep pushing. And that's what we're building, man.
Steph, sold out crowd tonight, the seventh highest attended WNBA game in history. what's that mean in this type of game and in this year for this to be one of the moments for the league and the franchise right now?
Yeah, I think it's huge. Obviously, me just getting here, it was nice to play in Capital One Arena again for the last 2 days. But it was nice to see a lot of fans here, whether they were here for us or not. They got to see us play, and they got to see really great basketball. Unfortunately, we didn't get the wins in both, but I think they saw us compete, especially tonight. And I was joking with some fans on the sideline that, it's a long season. And they said they're standing by us, so we know we got people behind us. We got fans who still believe in us, and we still believe in ourselves, and it's a long season. There's a lot of games left, so we can still turn this around easily. And that, like what A said, there's no finger pointing. We just got to back each other up. So yeah, it was a great environment and good basketball.
To either of you, now that you've had the 2 games here, I know there's one more coming later in the year, and there's lots of people who all over the organization, all the way up to the top, who have influence on how many games are here versus in Southeast and so on and so forth. But if you guys had votes in it, would you vote to have more games here the way things are at the moment?
Yeah, man, we sell those tickets. Get that share revenue up.
So stuff, and I know you've also had the experience of being in Brooklyn for a while and seeing how that jumped up, how does that influence what you think?
Yeah, I think it's great. Playing here was a lot of fun. It helped that they were sold out or almost nearly sold out, but we start winning some games. I think we're going to draw a lot of crowds, and that'll push just like New York did. Once you get people excited to come watch, you make it a fun time for them. People want to come.
This next question is for both. This next question is for both of you guys. Today, obviously Caitlin Clark came and she had 8 turnovers, but she also had tied a career high. You guys should talk about causing the turnovers and stuff like that, but also guarding her and kind of that experience and her coming here too.
Well, Carly did a great job. But so did A. I mean, everyone did, but Carly was on her a lot, and I think she did a great job of causing those turnovers. And anytime someone else picked her up, I think we did a good job of making her uncomfortable, especially in the first half. I think the second half she started getting a little hot, and we had to adjust a little bit, but she's an incredible player. So it was, awesome to see the fans come out and watch her and be there to support both teams. But yeah, she's a tough guard. I mean, played with Sabrina, so it's similar, but she just runs around. But yeah, I think we did a good job.
And you mentioned about you guys fighting and
Oh, 30. Oh no, you're good. I was
you guys talked a little bit about the season, the fans standing by you, and the fight this team has. The first quarter was not the best, but the rest of the game, you guys played lights out, started making more shots. Can you talk to me about the turnover and this team fight towards the end of the game?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of said it earlier, just working on sticking together and pushing through. I think this is one of our better games of our responses, not only to each other, but to what the coaches are asking of us, and trying to get better. I think once we realized kind of what they were doing in transition defense, I mean, to your point, I do think we made a quick turnaround in it. So now I understand the question. Yeah. So, yeah.
Question for Steph, kind of random, but I'm from Paper in Harrisburg, and Harrisburg's the home of Alyssa Thomas, and you're someone that has gone up against Alyssa for a long time, and she's coming off her Player of the Month award and just having another great season. Can you just what's it been like, battling against her? What makes her so special? I know it's kind of a random time group, but
super random.
only so many times they pay expenses for us to drive down DC. So.
Yeah, I mean, she's an incredible talent. Obviously, last year she had an amazing season. I got drafted with her, so I've known her for a long time. And the fact that she plays with like torn, whatever they're called, shoulders, labrums.
Yeah.
Labrums. She's a fighter. I mean, she just battles every night. She's tough to guard. She can do everything. Although maybe not shoot a 3, but she's just gonna go at you, and she's just doesn't stop, so I'm really happy for her. She's incredible. Every time I see her, I give her a hug. And I hope she continues to have a great season.
That's all the time we have. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
That's it. Thank you, everyone.